You ever feel like you're always just slightly out of place? Not in a dramatic way, not like you're being rejected or excluded, just off. Like you're standing in a room full of people and somehow you're not quite part of it. You have friends, you participate, but there's this quiet feeling underneath it all, like you're watching from just outside the frame. And the strangest part, it doesn't go away when you change locations or jobs, or friend groups. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. There's actually a psychology behind why some people feel like they don't fully belong anywhere. So let's talk about it. First, there's the person who can fit in anywhere, but never feels like they truly belong. They're good at reading rooms. They adjust their tone, their energy, their humor, depending on who they're with. And it works. People like them. But here's the thing. They're so good at adapting that they start to lose track of who they actually are underneath it all. It's like wearing different masks for different situations, and after a while, you forget which one is your real face. Psychologically, this is called social shape-shifting. It's a survival skill. But the cost? You never fully relax, because no matter where you are, you're performing a version of yourself that fits the space, not the version that feels most true. Then there's the person who doesn't even try to fit in. They're the ones at the party standing near the wall, not anxious, just observing. They listen more than they talk. They notice things, how people interact, the energy in the room, the unspoken dynamics. The problem is, most social belonging happens through participation, and when you're always one step removed, analyzing, processing, protecting, you miss the window where belonging actually forms. So they end up feeling like a guest in every room they enter, not unwelcome, just never fully inside. Then there's the person who feels like they were born into the wrong life, like their interests don't fit their environment. They might grow up in a loud, extroverted family, but be deeply introverted, and because of that mismatch, they spend their whole life feeling like they're trying to translate themselves. And eventually, they realize, I don't belong here. But here's the catch. When you finally leave, the feeling doesn't fully go away, because the sense of not belonging isn't just about location, it's about carrying a version of yourself that was shaped by years of feeling misplaced. So why does this happen? Part of it is temperament, part of it is experience, and part of it is modern life. When you can be anything, how do you know what fits? Instead of feeling rooted, you feel scattered. Instead of feeling held, you feel untethered. So if you've always felt like you don't quite belong anywhere, here's what I want you to know. It's not because you're broken. Belonging isn't as simple as showing up. It's about alignment. Maybe the question isn't, why don't I belong anywhere? Maybe it's, what would it feel like to belong to myself first and let everything else follow? Your mind isn't confused. Your heart isn't lost. You're just someone who needs something specific to feel at home, and that's okay.